David Starr here on guitars. We're here in beautiful Starr's Guitars in Cedaredge, Colorado. If you don't know where that is, get your Google Map thing out and look it up. West side of the state, south side of Grand Mesa National Forest, largest flat top mountain in the world. Little geological trivia there for you. 300 lakes up there. It's beautiful. Come see us. You can distance here, trust me. Today, this is a guitar I pulled off the wall to show you that I haven't had too awful long, a couple of years, I guess. And it's a 1937 Gibson L-00. These guitars have really come into their own in the last few years. You see a lot of people playing them. One of the people that I saw just in the last 5 years play all by himself on stage using one of these was Rodney Crowell. And I thought, man, that thing just knocks me out. Pretty much anything Rodney does knocks me out. But this guitar, there's something about this model. This is a 37. They began building these, I think, in 32. They still make it in one form or another. But these early ones are like, there's a magic about them. And I don't know if it's the thickness of the top. I'm a guitar guy, but I'm not so nerdy into it that I know everything about it. I don't know, there's just something magic about their tone, and they project. When we started, I was playing. It's just a little fingernail action. Really big sounding guitars. They made these in black a little bit early on, but so you'll see them in black sometimes. This, of course, is your classic Gibson Sunburst, which I like a lot. Another thing you see a lot with old guitars is they need a neck reset. This one doesn't need it. I don't know if it ever had it. Doesn't much matter. Looks like it's been played quite a bit. Maybe not been a museum piece, if you get my drift. It's been played, and it's been treated good and treated bad. So I talked in another video about how people play in a different place on guitars. This guitar seems like they played mostly up here. If you take a pick and if you're not a guitar player and you're watching this, you might think, why are you scraping that up? Why aren't you just playing on the strings? And by the way, if this is a pick guard, or a scratch guard as some people like to call it, why aren't you just playing down here? But what happens is you get into it, and people play in different spots, and a lot of guys will play right up here. And this one got chewed up pretty good up here high on the treble bout, so on the upper bout treble side rather. So that's just what happens. It's like your favorite easy chair. You get up out of it and you can tell where you've been sitting. Spruce top, mahogany back and sides, pretty pronounced V neck on the thing. This one's had the tuners replaced. They're too shiny to be the originals. Might have had the plastic buttons, don't know. But this has got a new set of tuners. I don't think that's a bad thing. If the other ones didn't work, you couldn't use it anyway. So, really lightweight guitars. One of the things that's happened in recent years, a few companies have sought to replicate this. I know Martin makes a guitar that's similar to this. Recording King, I've got one in here in the store somewhere in matte black. That's a pretty good facsimile of this, and it's made overseas and quite a bit less money. And then the entire Waterloo line of guitars really harkens back to this era, this model, this style guitar. Maybe not exactly the same dimensions, but I've had a couple of their guitars, and they're nice guitars made down in Austin's by the Collings Company, and that's what they remind me of, some of their stuff. So really nice guitar. Not only does it sound good with playing fingerstyle. just a big sounding guitar. This records beautifully. You mic it out, 8-10 inches out. Maybe use a couple of different mics on it. Really, really mics up well. And if you get a chance to grab one of these, do a little research. Make sure you don't pay too much. But really, really nice guitars. It's just the whole, you pick it up and you're kind of surprised often at how light they are. They've dried out. And the wood, or the sound that often, the way I would describe the sound sometimes is very woody. And a lot of that has to do with just the moisture content in the wood and the fact that they've just been around forever. 1935 or 37 is a long, long time ago. We're coming up on 2021 now, and won't be long till that's been 100 years since this guitar was born. So, you'll find this one's got some cracks. It's been repaired. Not going to go anywhere. Going to outlive me. Really nice old guitar. Again, I'd urge you to, if you can find one, get one. If not, there are some great reproduction models out there. And the Waterloo makes a nice one. Recording King, Martin makes a guitar very similar to this. So they all have gone after that same vibe and that same piece of the marketplace where people want this feel and sound. So want to remind you, if you haven't done so already, give us a big thumbs up in the comments below. Please tell your friends and family about this channel. I've got a lot of guitars, as you can see, to go through, and we're going to talk about all of them eventually. Some of them come with a really good story. Some of the story is yet to be written. This has got a little of both of that. I've written some songs on it. Going to keep writing some songs on it. But again, give us a thumbs up if you can, and we'll see you next time on Guitars. Thank you.